How's everyone doing today? This is Adam with Commander on a Budget. Today we'll be into another episode of Budget Brews. Today we have a fan-requested one with Kathril Aspect Warper. We're going to be getting into a bunch of different counters, tribal, or a deck that I like to call Keyword Soup. When coming up with some suggestions for this deck, I wanted to make sure that I didn't add any cards in the original pre-con. If you want to make this deck, and if you already have the pre-con, a lot of the cards from the pre-con are really good in this deck in general, especially on a budget. So consider that if you're trying to build this deck on a budget, but since I've already gone over that, let's hop on into it. As of recent, when it comes to brewing my graveyard-based decks, I've been running a bunch of different spell-based ways to put stuff into my graveyard. Cards like Ransack the Lab and Winding Way are absolutely fantastic ways for you to pretty much be able to filter through cards, fill up your graveyard, pretty much whenever you want to play them. With that being said, though, I got to go with one of my favorite cards that run in graveyard-based decks, Nyx Weaver. I ran this card in almost any and all of my graveyard decks in green and black since it came out in Theros block. It's real great. It's probably one of my favorites. A card that's actually really impressed me from Streets of New Capenna is Cemetery Tampering, which will be really great in this deck. It helps you fill up your graveyard while also being able for you to cast a card later in the game for free once you reach the threshold. Speaking of Streets of New Capenna, Contractual Safeguard's absolutely fantastic in the deck. It's a way for you to put a shield counter on Kathril to protect it, and it's also another way for you to double all the other counters that Kathril can distribute out and on itself. A card that you should definitely consider picking up for the deck would be Kadama of the West Tree. Because any creature with a counter on it is considered modified, this card basically lets you ramp out as many and almost all of your basic lands whenever you can. A Chroma, Vision of Ixidor, is an absolutely fantastic way for you to distribute multiple more counters, plus it has 4 keywords on it. In that same vein, and also a really good support card for the deck, is Nighthawk Scavenger, has 3 keywords on it. Along with Sprinter Fright, also its power and toughness is star equal to the cards in your graveyard, just like the Nighthawk. Konoros is an absolutely fantastic card in the deck. It has 3 different keywords and it's a stacks piece. Sunblade Angel is an absolutely fantastic card for you to get into your graveyard because it has 4 different keywords on it. Void Beckoner is an absolutely fantastic way for you to put a Death Touch counter on something, and it adds a Death Touch to cards in your graveyard. It's really great with Kathril. Probably the best card that I would probably want to throw in this deck, especially on a budget, would be Tyrite Sanctum. It can put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, make it a god, and then it can turn that god indestructible with an indestructible counter, which you'll be able to distribute out to a bunch of different other creatures. One last thing I want to go over with this video is that he did request for a combo. Devoted Druid just got reprinted in the Commander decks. It's currently less than $3, and you can go infinite with Vizier Remedies, which is less than $1. It's a way for you to get infinite green mana, which can help you close out the game with a bunch of different X spells or just really big effects. That's the video. Let me know what y'all think. I hope this helped you out a lot. Please let me know. I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.